Hello indie game fans, we have more surprise releases, this time coming into December territory rather than just November titles, with more updates, DLCs, and a fantastic top 3 if I do say so myself, and do keep your eyes peeled since I do have a giveaway in this video. Let's begin with Paths and Danger, a grid-based tactical roguelite RPG that looks to be combining Darkest Dungeon with Battle Brothers. I can certainly see the influences, especially in the art style, but does look to have pretty decent tactical depth with your party of 3 characters and how their abilities work together. Kind of a shame how this has not taken off since it looks pretty good, but do note that it's an early access title and may need some time to get up to speed. There were several factors that Buffet Night had that got my attention, having a good pixel art look, reminiscent of Game Boy Advance games, being a puzzle-ish Zelda-style action-adventure game, and that it is free on Steam. You are essentially playing as Kirby, only you do not transform into enemies that you eat, but rather these give XP and are used to level up, and given that it's free, do give it a go. The impressive voxel city builder Industries of Titan continues to chug along in early access, getting up to update number 17, titled Victory Conditions, where the developers have explained it pretty thoroughly, so I'll leave you to them.
Hey founders, this is Kevin Regami, Creative Director at Power Up Audio and Sound Lead on Industries of Titan. This update, we're adding Titan's take on victory conditions, a new action for the tech web, Braxton Dawes voiceover, and more. The Council has set some corporate goals, or victory conditions. For now, they will fall into 3 main categories: economic expertise, political powerhouse, and military mastery. To claim victory over your rivals, you'll need to complete at least 3 goals within a single category. These goals will be different every time you play, so you may have to think differently with each new city corporation. We've also added a new action for the tech web. As you discover new technologies in the tech web, there may be certain nodes that don't progress your city corporation sufficiently. You can now ask your scientists to scrap a node. Scrapping takes half as long as researching, and a scrapped node will unlock all adjacent bridges without having to use your precious artifacts. These exciting new updates, as well as the usual bug fixes and optimizations, will arrive for all players on Titan Tuesday, December 7th, 2021. Expect more to come in our January update, when we'll be improving quality of life and adding new content.
While visual novel games are not usually my thing, the developer of Momotype did reach out to me, where this is centered around raising a virtual pet like a Tamagotchi, so I was intrigued. Do note that it has some darker themes, so do read through the content warning on the Steam store page, but as a free experimental title, I think that it might be worth checking out. One title that I expected to blow up in popularity is the Viking-themed Frozenheim, but it did launch to mixed reviews in May this year. In the 6 months or so since then, things have steadily been getting better, with the latest update titled City Building being self-explanatory in its focus. Do note that this is a city builder, but does have RTS combat and raids, having a fantastic look as well, only looking to be getting better as the months go by.
So many times, the fates have tested you. They placed Typhon in your path, yet you prevailed. Hades himself fell to your prowess and might. Did you think that the fates were done with you?
While we do only get a cinematic trailer for Titan Quest Eternal Embers, this is the fourth and latest expansion to a game which, crazily enough, released 15 years ago. Of course, it was remastered as the Anniversary Edition and is currently being worked on by the Embracer Group and THQ Nordic, with this DLC adding a new 4-act story campaign, a new 11th mastery skill tree for you to mix and match, with the usual array of new monsters, gear and more.
Destiny awaits.
A fantastic wintry game from last December is SantaCraft, where you had to harvest gingerbread trees and mine candy canes to rebuild Santa's village, find your missing reindeer and to save Christmas, with the latest free update titled Trains, releasing just in time for the holidays. It adds trains that you can ride, as well as new items, quest lines and more, really being the perfect game for the season. Let's kick off the top 3 with Laser League World Arena, an update to a multiplayer action game from 2018, which, as expected, turns it into a free-to-play title. It has teams of 3 facing off against each other in laser arenas, where characters have a variety of laser weapons and special abilities to take out your opponents, all while the ever-evolving lasers in the arena will kill you as well. It is definitely not an indie game, with some big names behind this like 505 Games, where cynically, I do think that they are trying to chase Rocket League with this change. However, this game is pretty neat, so making it free might bring in more people, so I wish the team all the luck with that. I'm pretty disappointed that Transy Ruby released out of nowhere to very little hype, since I think this pixel art Metroidvania deserves so much more and highlights one of the dangers of releasing in December. It comes to us from Japanese developer Skidmore and Esquadra Inc., best known for games like Kamiko, Faerun, and Picontier, where the premise in this game is that our cyborg protagonist decides to land on and explore a mysterious world that appeared from another dimension. I do like the chibi proportions of the character, with some impressive pixel art in the portraits as well, with some great looking action, exploration and Metroidvania abilities using vehicles shown off in the trailer. So hopefully, this video will help spread more awareness about this game.
Penitent One, there is something greater than the Mother Church, greater than the miracle.
Of course, Blasphemous Wounds of Eventide gets a mention, since this is the latest free update to a grimdark Metroidvania from 2019, which I absolutely adore. I was actually waiting for a gameplay trailer to show off, and here it is, where this is the final concluding free update to this excellent game, where parts of this update will actually hint at the story setup leading into Blasphemous 2. Ever since I came to know of this game, I was very excited due to the pixel art and was so happy to see the excellent reception and sales numbers post-launch, where the developers deserve every bit of success, so definitely play this if you have not, taking the #1 spot. For more Metroidvania games, watch these videos and I will see you after the jump.